Good morning. This morning we read 1 Chronicles chapters 17 and 18, and we're reading at David's desire to build a temple for the Lord. He figured it this way, that he was living in a beautiful palace, a house of cedar, while the Ark of the Covenant was under a tent. And he thought, this isn't right. I've got this luxury, and the symbol of God's presence is just in a tent. And so he wanted, his heart was to build a temple for the Lord, to honor God, as David himself had been honored by God. But the prophet said to him, you're not the one to build it. You're not the one to do it. Your son will build the temple instead. But here's God's promise. David wanted to build a house for the Lord, but God promised that he would build a house for David, that David's successors would rule over, David's descendants would rule over the kingdom of Israel. And this was God's promise to him. David rejoiced and gave God thanks for his goodness and his promises in his life. And then we come into chapter 18 and we see here David beginning to exercise that blessing that God had put under him. He defeated the enemies all around. He took the villages from the Philistines, and he made the other nations bring him tribute. And what did he do with that tribute? He dedicated it to the Lord, that God's house would be built. He put in place, he prepared the foundations, he prepared the materials that his son Solomon could build with. And we also should be thinking, if the Lord tarries, what are we putting in place that others can build with? What are we leaving to those who come after us, that God's work can go forwards and onwards? Amen. The Lord bless you today as we close out this year. Amen.